I'm just proud of the guys. We kind of set out what we wanted to do, and after Long Beach last year, this was kind of our goal, and the goal was to compete a little bit more. Once you start reaching the ceiling of your potential like that, I think the only thing you can do is hope to compete harder. So I think that's what we did. We've been working all year. We knew we were going to be here. So I'm just really proud of the guys and how they played today.
Thanks, Coach. With that, we'll open up for questions for student athletes first, please.
Vane Lopes here from Off the Block. Just going off that, Joseph and Zach, I know there's no moral wins, in sports and everything, but what does that mean for you all, especially that third game, the fact that you're toe-to-toe and leading UCLA?
Yeah, it was quite an experience, and I thought we represented ourselves well. We came out, did everything we could, and it was working, and we made them beat us, and we played really well.
Yeah, it was definitely an exciting experience. They're a bunch of great guys, and we played as hard as we could, and I think it showed. We took them to 20 a couple sets, and I think the team in general just had a great time.
And do I ask, late in the game, obviously UCLA was able to pull away a little bit. Were they doing anything differently, especially from the service line late in those games?
Yeah, 100%. They were ripping as hard as possible just to get us out of system. They're a big team, so if they can get a triple block up anytime, me personally, I've seen it. It's not the best look, but it's scary. They're a bunch of good guys, and they did really well.
Coach, want to ask you, just you look at this program back to back. You're here. You're competing against UCLA. What does an experience like this mean for Belmont Abbey?
I think it just shows the direction our program is going. That we're able to get some athletes that are like this and compete at the highest level. I also think it shows that boys volleyball is growing. The fact that when we go out and recruit, there are better and better recruits each year. There's just less schools for them to go to. So we're definitely able to pick up on some good recruits. As for the school, it's just really cool to go back and say like we played Long Beach and Hawaii and UCLA, and it's just you dream from being a kid, competing against the highest level, and we're giving these kids an opportunity to do that and to prove to the world that there are a lot of athletes out there, and especially for the school, like we're a school, we're becoming a volleyball school, I think, and it's fun to see.
So, Joseph, Zach, I want to ask, after an experience like this, are you guys hungry and now looking for I know you did the repeat, now are you looking for the three-peat?
Yes. Good answer. Of course. Last year was our first year. This year we felt, at least for me, I felt way more comfortable out there. If we can get back here again, just playing more teams like this each year, we're going to be more and more comfortable, and it's going to really show on the court.
Yeah, I agree. I think after last year, there's a couple sets that we just started falling apart, and then this year it showed how we can come together and even lead at the 15-point timeout. I think if we come again, I think for sure take a set or even take down a big team.
Coach, before we wrap up, I do want to ask about one player who's on the podium, Cannon Day. Big night tonight. Can you just talk about what he's meant for your team this season?
Yeah, no, he's come in and he's made a huge impact. He's been able to do a little bit of everything throughout the year. He has a really heavy arm, so he's been able to come in and just be a huge presence on the court. And then off the court, he's fit right in. After leaving Penn State, so he's helped our culture both on and off the court. So we're glad to have him.